Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. According to Al Jazeera, Iran's ambassador to China, Abdolreza Rahmani Fazli, announced that Iran plans to charge new service fees for vessels transiting the strategic Strait of Hormuz. However, he emphasized that China and other friendly nations would receive special considerations. Under an initial 60-day temporary truce signed last month between Iran and the United States to halt hostilities, commercial vessels have been transiting the strait free of charge. Nevertheless, permanent settlement negotiations are ongoing, and the U.S. has insisted that Iran will not be permitted to levy tolls or fees under any final agreement. Fazli noted that the new arrangements are aimed at securing the waterway, supervising vessel passage, and managing environmental impacts. He clarified that these would be service fees rather than a toll and are being developed in collaboration with Oman, with whom Iran shares management of the strait. The Strait of Hormuz is a vital global trade choke point through which a fifth of the world's oil and liquefied natural gas passes during peacetime. According to a report by Liberty Times, internationally recognized Yemen government officials stated that an armed attack by the Iran-backed Houthi rebels south of the Red Sea port city Is-Hodeida killed 14 government soldiers. Officials indicated that pro-government forces successfully repelled the offensive after hours of intense clashes in the Hayes district, located south of Hodeida. While Houthi forces also suffered casualties during the engagement, specific figures regarding their losses have not been disclosed. The ongoing conflict between Yemen's government forces and Houthi rebels has claimed hundreds of thousands of lives since 2015, triggering a severe humanitarian crisis. Currently, the Houthis control the capital, Sana'a, and most of the northern region, while the government holds the south. Although a UN-brokered truce in 2022 brought temporary calm to the region, tensions have flared up again, especially after the Houthis recently threatened to strike airports and key infrastructure in Saudi Arabia, the government's primary ally. This latest clash underscores the fragile nature of the peace process in Yemen. According to a report by the Liberty Times, a pig farm in Fujinomiya City, Shizuoka Prefecture, Japan, confirmed an outbreak of classical swine fever (CSF) on July 4, 2026, after pigs died unexpectedly on July 3. On July 5, the Shizuoka prefectural government decided to implement selective culling for the first time in the nation's history. Under this new measure, out of 1,200 pigs at the farm, only the 1,000 unvaccinated or symptomatic pigs will be culled, while the remaining 200 healthy, uninfected pigs will be preserved. Previously, Japanese regulations dictated that if even a single pig contracted swine fever, the entire herd at the farm had to be completely culled. However, this policy placed an immense financial and logistical burden on both local governments and farmers. To address this, Japan's parliament revised the Act on Domestic Animal Infectious Diseases Control in May 2026 to allow selective culling. This milestone case marks the practical application of the revised law. According to a report by iFeng, Apple's next-generation Siri AI system, powered by the Apple Intelligence Architecture, is set to launch this autumn alongside the stable release of iOS 27. Unveiled at WWDC 26, the updated virtual assistant offers major upgrades in semantic understanding and multitasking. However, Apple is enforcing strict hardware requirements. The complete Siri AI experience will be limited to the iPhone 15 Pro, iPhone 15 Pro Max, iPhone 16, and subsequent models. For tablets and computers, compatible devices include the iPad mini with the iPhone Firstbrand-Chippen are iPads or Macs running on M1 chips or newer. While basic Siri AI features will be accessible across these compatible devices, Apple is introducing a feature grading strategy based on hardware performance. Advanced features such as personalized voice expressions and high-precision offline dictation will require at least 12 gigabytes of RAM. Consequently, only premium models like the iPhone 17 Pro, iPhone Air, M4 iPads, and M3 Max will support the highest-tier Edge AI model. This threshold is expected to impact future products, such as the standard iPhone 18, which may not support full AI capabilities. According to a report by Thai Sounds, the international oil market is experiencing a dramatic shift from supply panic to oversupply. As the war in Iran nears its end, OPEC+ is expected to increase daily oil production by 188,000 barrels in August. The potential reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, following a memorandum between the United States and Iran, is set to release over 60 million barrels of crude oil previously trapped in the Persian Gulf back into the global market. This massive influx of supply has already caused Brent crude futures to erase all wartime gains, plunging 43% from their April peak. Major financial institutions, including Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs, are warning of significant oversupply risks heading into next year. Compounding the situation is weak demand from China, where crude imports have dropped by approximately 5 million barrels per day compared to pre-war levels. Analysts note that with Chinese refineries operating at low capacity, the excess oil has few alternative destinations, leaving global oil prices under intense downward pressure. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.